Hi guys, my name is Noreen. I'll be your feature for tomorrow as a stay-at-home mom. And I actually have a few things planned for the kids and myself, so we're not going to be really staying at home tomorrow. I have two kids, a 4-year-old son and a 5-year-old daughter, and we usually end our nights with our nebulizer treatments because they both have really bad allergies and we have to do them every night for maintenance. And a little bit about myself while they're doing their treatment. I'm 36 years old and my career is a speech language pathologist, and I actually watched the other speech therapist snap, which was really cool to see. But I stopped working after we had my daughter because we didn't want to put her in daycare, so we decided that I would stay home until both the kids are in school full time. So inshallah in the fall of 2019 I'll go back to work. So being a stay-at-home mom and working, I got to see both sides, and I honestly have to say that stay-at-home moms have it so hard. It's a lot of work. Not only is it like physically draining, but it's like emotionally draining, mentally draining, and I like to do a lot with my kids, so we are constantly on the go, and maybe that adds to like the physical like draining part of it, but I can't sit at home with my kids because then it will just drive me crazy. So I'm gonna go quickly fold some laundry because I feel like that's my life. I don't know how we accumulate that much laundry in a day. And of course my little son here, he has to be attached to my hip, so he's following me upstairs. I'm still putting his clothes away, and I'm gonna apologize in advance because like people who know me on Snap, they know that I snap a lot. So I'm gonna say sorry if there's like a lot of snaps for tomorrow, but it should be a good day. So have a good night. Bye. Morning guys, it is 7:23 right now. I'm not sure what time it is by you, but typically I wake up an hour before my kids and get like their breakfast ready, my breakfast ready, empty the dishwasher. And I just like to do that because it's easier for me to just get myself ready before I have to wake them up, and like, cause I have to like brush their teeth, put their clothes on, get them dressed for the day. And so it's easier and less stressful if I get up right before them and get ready myself. So typically I start my day with 4 cups. This is about 4 cups of lime or lemon water, and I've been liking the lime taste better. And then I just put like 1 cold water from the fridge and 1 room temperature because I don't like it too cold and I don't like it warm either. And then I'll show you guys my breakfast. I am vegan, and I saw that the last Snapchatter was also vegan, so that's pretty cool. I've been vegan for 4 years and then vegetarian 3 years before that. So I haven't had any meat for like 7 years, and I don't miss the taste of it at all. And for vegans, we don't eat any byproducts of animals, so like no cheese, no dairy, no eggs, no yogurt. So I haven't had any of those for like 4 years. So I'm gonna show you what I eat typically as a vegan. And I was doing even something more intense called raw veganism, but it was way too hard for me. It was like, I did it for 3 months, but then that's it, I couldn't last any longer than that. I am kind of raw vegan because I do eat raw vegan for like the majority of my day except my dinner, because I actually like to eat something cooked for dinner. But like for breakfast and lunch, it's basically raw. Look who decided to wake up early, and she actually dressed herself and got herself ready. She's actually can just get up by herself and brush her teeth and use the bathroom and change. So that makes my life a lot easier, right, Han? So they have school 3 days a week. They don't have school today, but I have to actually run to their school because I forgot their winter hats because we have a play date today outside and it's going to be like 40 degrees. So I'm just going to run to their school real quick. It's only like 5 minutes from our house, and pick up the hats because I don't want them to be cold. And these are like special hats because they're pretty cool. I'll show it to you guys. They're like a hat and a scarf attached together in one. So it keeps them really warm, and I like it better than just the normal hats because then like their necks are not exposed. It's actually not that bad outside today. It's probably going to be, I think, 52, but our play date is earlier in the day and it's only going to be I think like 40 degrees, so that's kind of cold to me. So, but we had snow actually here last week for 1 day, and I swear to God, the snow was like up to like my gate, like almost to the top of my gate. That's how much snow we got in 1 day, and it literally all melted because it rained the next day. It was so weird. I should answer this because a few people are asking. I am Egyptian. I was actually born and raised in Chicago, but my parents are both from Egypt, and I do speak Arabic, but I don't read or write in Arabic, so that kind of sucks. I've been to Egypt several times. We used to go every summer when we were little, but we stopped going once I started high school because I played sports, and we used to have our practices in the summertime, so I haven't been back since I was like 14. Let's see what my daughter is doing. She's actually the easier one of the two. She could actually be independent by herself. Han, what are you doing? Oh, that's our new game that we got. It's so cute. Anyways, this is their playroom, and I did design it to be a playroom, but of course they just bring all their toys and bring them into the living room, which I did not want because I didn't want the mess, but what are you gonna do? So I made them this little corner here. It's called Read, for them to sit and read, look at the books. I actually painted these myself from Hobby Lobby.
And the reading book says Hannah, my name.
Yeah, the reading thing says your name, Hannah, yep.
Yeah, because it used to be up in my room.
Yeah, and I actually built that myself because I was being impatient for my husband to build it. And I put those things on wrong, so like the books don't stay in there well, and I'm too like lazy to unscrew them because I had to screw all of them in. And then I made them this corner and I put Learn. So again, I just got all those letters from Hobby Lobby and I just painted them myself. It actually took a long time to make. And I made one for her room that says her name, right, Han? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that says Hannah. And I was going to make one for my son, but I never got around to it. And this is my son's breakfast, so it's just fruit, his vitamins, and a PB&J sandwich. And I have to cut it up like this, otherwise he won't eat it all. For my breakfast, I do a smoothie bowl every day, and I usually add spinach, frozen berries, 1 banana, and the trick to make it more like a smoothie bowl consistency, so more thicker, is you don't add a lot of water. So I just kind of add a little bit of water, probably only this much, and then I blend it up so it can be thicker. And then I put these as my toppings: walnuts, coconuts, and cranberries. Just pour it into my bowl so it's a thicker consistency. So I do about that much, because then what I do is add more water to this and blend it again, and I make it as like a smoothie for my kids. Maybe I'll add a little bit more. And normally I slice a banana on top of all this, but this is so filling in itself that sometimes I can't even finish it, and I want to finish it, so there's already a banana in there. So I add the rest of the water in here, and I just blend it up for my kids for their smoothies. See, and now it's more of a watery consistency. They just drink that. So they drink one of these every single day with me, so that gets some of their greens in. So after our play date, we have to quickly run to the grocery store because today's Friday, pizza day, and I forgot the main ingredient, if you can believe it. So I actually made this thing from Hobby Lobby. So I painted this. It's like a stand. I don't know what this is called, but I painted it, and then I glued this stuff on there with Gorilla Glue, so it actually like sticks on. And this keeps me like on track for dinner every day so that we don't eat out a lot. So we just eat out once a week, and then that's what we have for dinner. Okay, I'm gonna try not to snap anymore this morning because I know I'm snapping a lot. But anyways, so I want to tell you guys about my play date. So I'm in a play group, and it was just formed a couple years ago on Meetup. And basically it's just stay-at-home moms who are in my area, and there's 29 of us in the group. And we just like have play dates, and it's kind of nice because you get to be around other stay-at-home moms, and your kids get to play with other kids their age. And I'm actually an organizer for the group, so that just means I like make the play dates up. And most of our play dates are like at the library, at the children's museum, the parks when it's nice out, at the pool. So yeah, today's play. And usually we have like 3 or 4 themed play dates a year. So today's a themed one for the Easter egg hunt. So I hope I don't get any judgment for that, because my husband hates when I even do stuff like that with the kids. But it's just Easter egg hunt. We're not doing anything. We're not celebrating Easter. So anyways, so I need to be there like half an hour early because I have to go and like hide the eggs. And we're actually doing it in my subdivision. We have a private park, so we're doing it there because then we're guaranteed like there's not going to be a lot of random kids there, just like mainly the kids from the play group. So I have to leave in like 30 minutes or so to go like help set that up. Okay, somebody wanted me to explain what the Meetup app is. So it's called meetup.com, and you basically can just form it in your community, whatever you want to form it as. And it's really safe because we are very private on there, so people can't see what the events are. So like if we're doing it at a play day somewhere, like a park or something, they can't see where the location is. You have to be a member to see it, and I think it's like $180 to keep the website up. I think it's like $180 for the year. So what we do is we typically charge every member $10 to join, and then that usually pays for the fee for the year and for other things. But anyway, so yeah, you just have to just make up the group yourself, and then you can put a little description and say like what kind of people you're looking for. So we are like stay-at-home moms, and we say like our play dates are usually in the morning, so if that's something you're interested in. So yeah, it was started like probably 5 years ago. I joined it when my daughter was 1, and it was like one of the organizers. There's 4 of us total. So one of us does the meet and greets. So she basically like meets up with the people beforehand. They have to fill out an application, and then she meets up with them and she explains to them like the rules and like what we do, and then if they're interested they join. But meetup.com, it could be for anything. Like you could make a group for like sewing club, or you can make like a book club, or going out once a week club. I don't know. You can make it to be anything, but ours is just for a mom group, like a stay-at-home mom play group. Hey guys, I'm just gonna ask please if you guys don't screenshot me, because it's kind of weird for me to be screenshotted. It kind of creeps me out. So I'm noticing a lot of people are screenshotting. So if you can, please don't screenshot me. Thank you. Okay, so we do have our book club meeting tonight, and I want to show you guys the book I'm reading. I'm like obsessed with reading. My goal was 1 book a month since like the new year. But honestly, I've already read like I think 8 books. So 8 books since January. I love reading. Okay, I'm like a sucker for like psychological thrillers. And first of all, this is like my favorite author. I've read every book by her. She's so good. And like every book she makes, I read like in 1 or 2 days, because that's how good it was. So I read this one. This one's really good. Actually, this one's going to be based in Chicago. They're going to make it into a movie. So that's going to be cool to see that. This one is really, really good. This one was good. This one's good. And this one's actually for tonight's book club. It's called The Woman in the Window, and it was so good. So it started off really slow. Like the first 30 chapters were really slow, but once you get into it, it's really, really good. And then it went by so fast. I read it in like 5 hours because that's how good it was. I have some other books too, but I lent them to my friends. So what I've been doing now is like anybody who I lend my books to, I write their name in the book. So I like to buy books. I don't like to read like on my Kindle or anything, because I don't like want to always be looking at my phone or like a device. So I like to like actually buy the books. Book club is, sorry, that's my closet. So book club, we do dinner, so it's really just for moms to go out and get out the house a little bit, and it's just for moms. So we do it at night. We do dinner. We talk about the book probably only for like 10 minutes, but I'm excited because we're eating at this Thai restaurant tonight, and I love Thai food because it's vegan. I mean, you have a lot of vegan options. I just did this for the kids, so I filled 100 eggs. My other friend, who's the other organizer, filled 100, and then we're having an egg hunt, or an egg race. We're going to put eggs on here and race for the kids. And then we put these together for the kids. So we kind of want to collect these plastic eggs back because we want to save them for next year. So we made these for the kids. So if they give us back their plastic eggs, they get to keep this as like a prize. Okay, so we're heading out right now. I'm not going to snap other people's kids at the play date, so I'll just try to snap my own kids. But we're going to go to their school real fast, get their hats, and then go get the cheese for the pizza later because I forgot that. So we're still kind of early. I thought the meetup was at 10, but I just looked, it's at 11, so we have some time. Okay, we're at their school. Let's go go inside to get their hat. The rabbit is here today. Nope, it's not in the room. His room. So Hannah actually missed the cutoff for school by 1 month, so she's still in preschool. She turned 5 already in October, so she'll be 6 almost when she starts kindergarten, but I actually prefer now that she's the oldest in the class. I didn't like it at first, but now I actually like it. Okay, you guys, maybe it's not that cold outside. People are out in their t-shirts. I'm trying to focus. It says 38 degrees. So I do a lot of learning stuff with my kids at home because I'm an educator, so I like to do stuff like that with them. But I did start an Instagram page last week, so if you guys want to follow it. And basically it's all these activities I make for them at home, and it's for ages 2 and up. So and all the stuff is basically stuff you have at your house. So I'll put that on there. It used to be, my page used to be on Facebook, but I deactivated my Facebook, so I moved everything to Instagram. So it's just new. I just started it last week. Okay, so the page is called interactive_learning. So it's just interactive learning at home. And I'm going to show you guys some activities later because I usually do 1 or 2 activities with my kids a day. So I'll show you them at home later. You guys, I totally overreacted with this weather. It's nice out, but I swear it says 38 degrees. Why are you carrying your hand sanitizer out? What are you doing? Why are you doing that? What are you doing with that? Okay, put it back in the door because we got to go inside. Hurry up. No, you're not bringing that inside into the store. Can you put it back?
No.
Ramsey! We need apple juice and cheese. Okay, so I got 3 of these because they're gonna make their own pizzas, and then I'm making one for my husband. So my kids and my husband are not vegan. Slowly I'm trying to transition them, but they don't eat meat that much, probably twice a week only.
When we come back to school?
Sure. I will answer everybody's questions, I promise, when I get home because I really have to get to the egg hunt. But yeah, the last 2 books I posted, oh my god, they are so good. They're by the same author, but they were like amazing. It's like a really crazy book and it had so many plot twists. But yeah, The Breakdown and Behind Closed Doors. My friends have them now, so I don't have them to show you guys, but yeah, I would definitely recommend reading those. So here's our park. We're actually one of the first ones here because we have to set up. But anyways, it like rained and it's been snowing, so we're gonna have to see where we're gonna set up because it's gonna be muddy. So these are the hats that I was telling you guys about. So they're so cute. They're like a hat and a scarf at the same time, so it covers everything completely. They want to wear them. They think it's cold, so we're gonna wear them. All right, my kids are helping do all the eggs everywhere. So it's kind of muddy. And we have like 2 or 3 other games for the kids to play. Bring the games?
When it's muddy, we're avoiding.
Oh, no, that's okay. Little mud doesn't hurt anyone. Yeah. Ramsey's in the playground somewhere. So this is going to be an Easter egg race. So that should be fun. Then we have snacks for the kids. So we have like popcorn and these apple crisps and juice. So allergy-friendly snacks because we have a lot of allergies in our group. Okay, all the kids are starting to come. So we're gonna start soon. And my phone's gonna die, so I'm gonna try to do as much as I can, but I only have like 9% left. It's gonna help her brother. Go, Hannah, go!
Rancy, I'm holding your bucket for you. Okay.
She filled hers up fast.
Hurry it, Rancy. I'll get some for you.
Let me see, Ramsey. Whoa, you made out, dude.
Yeah, can I open it?
Yeah, you want to open them?
Yeah.
Let's go to the table.
Open them easier?
Yeah, take off your gloves.
I can't open them that good.
So we have stickers,
Oh my god. That
jumping
was
things,
fun.
jumping frogs,
Oh,
slap bands. Oh, thank you. You're so nice. Oh. Walk, 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 walk.
I win them. Oh my god. I'm doing it.
Hi guys, I'm back home. My phone died, so it's actually just in the charger. but I'm gonna make them their lunch right now and my own lunch, and then just show you what else we do with the rest of our day. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. We had like 15 kids come, so it was a lot of fun and the kids had a blast. I have a lot of DMs to answer, so as soon as I make their lunch and mine, I'll like sit down and answer your questions. Okay, so this is their lunch. So it's my son. He usually gets cream cheese, a butter sandwich, and then some chickpeas, fruit, and a vitamin. And I use this butter. It's vegan, so it tastes really good actually. So we like this one because it's soy-free too. And then for my daughter's lunch, she's a hippie like her mommy, so she likes to eat like chickpeas and quinoa. So she's having chickpeas, berries, Hawaiian bread, a vitamin. And then after they eat this, like in like about an hour or so, when I work out, I usually give them another snack. So that's their lunch. Okay, so for my lunch, and I know you guys are gonna think I'm weird, but I usually eat an entire thing of salad. So I just put it into this container. And then I just add peppers, these, which I love, pepperoncini, green olives, and what else? Tomatoes, I forgot tomatoes. And I don't put salad dressing on my salad, so I put olive oil, a little bit of lemon juice, and then I put the thyme, what's it called? Yeah, thyme, parsley, rosemary, herbs. I just put it on top, and it tastes so good just like that. Oh, and cilantro. I forgot cilantro too. So the cilantro actually gives it the flavor, so I don't have to have salad dressing. And I'm gonna quickly throw these in the oven because I want them to cook. It usually takes probably like an hour, but I usually make them eat vegetables for dinner, so they love sweet potatoes and broccoli. So those are the only two vegetables they really like eating. So I'm gonna make sure to have it with their pizza. I know it doesn't go together, but at least they'll eat it. So I work out at home. I used to have a gym membership, but I canceled it because I was kind of getting bored of going and doing the same things every day. So it was just easier for me to work out at home. And so I do the Beachbody DVDs, and while I work out, I set my kids up in the playroom so that they can play, and they let me work out for that time. So typically I work out for an hour every single day, 5 days a week. I don't work out on the weekends. And I do 30 to 35 minutes from the DVDs, and then I do like 10 minutes of like ab exercises, and then 15 minutes of cardio downstairs. So we have like a workout room downstairs, so I'll show you guys that later. So I usually set them up in here, like in the playroom with some activities so that they can like leave me alone so that they don't bother me when I'm working out. And so this is one of the things I did for my like learning page. So I just got a pool noodle and I like cut it with scissors into a lot of pieces so they can stack up the numbers. They matched the uppercase letters with the lowercase letters, and then they stacked their names. So I did that. And then I laminated these papers for my daughter to practice her writing. And you just laminate them, and then you can just write with them with a dry erase marker, and it like erases right off. So she's working on her writing, and then my son's working on tracing his name and tracing shapes. So they kind of like doing this since I set it up. And then this one too I set up, and they'll play with this. And then after they're done, they'll just play with whatever their other toys. But how cool is this pan? So this is an oil pan from, I think I got it from Walmart or maybe Amazon, I don't even remember, but it's like a magnet board, so it kind of acts like a magnet board. So if you ever want like a huge magnet board to put in your kids' playroom, I've seen these like on Pinterest, people like tack it to the walls, but I wasn't doing all that. But it's really cool because it's like a magnet board and then they don't come off. So I used to go to a gym, and I used to just drop the kids off at the daycare, but they don't like going there either. So this actually works out for everybody. I still get my workout in, and they're at home and they just play with their toys. Okay, so somebody wanted me to talk about being a speech therapist and the settings I worked in. So this is actually my work box. I cleaned my storage room the other day, and I went through it because I'm kind of getting excited that I'm finally going to go back to work. So I worked in the school setting for 6 years, and then in the skilled nursing facility for 2 years. And the therapy is completely different. The skilled nursing facility, you're doing therapy with geriatric populations, so older individuals. And school therapy, I was pre-K to high school. I did not like the high school therapy at all. The kids were just too much for me to handle, so I did not like working in the high school. I prefer like preschool to 8th grade. So I'm excited. I want to go back to work. So the school therapy I like because you work the same hours as your kids, and you'll be on the same times off as them, the same vacation times as them. So it's like a perfect schedule, and I actually had it a lot easier than teachers because I don't have to do like lesson planning or grade papers or anything like that. I just had their therapy goal, and I just made up an activity and we worked on that therapy goal. You do need your master's for speech therapy. I don't know if the schools, because I know like the schools in Chicago, they got rid of the paraprofessional program, which allowed people with just a bachelor's degree to work, but I know they got rid of that. So now everybody has to have a master's degree to work. So I do have my master's degree. I graduated in May of 2006 from the University of Illinois in Urbana-Champaign, and I still kept up with my certification and my licensure. So like if I wanted to go to work tomorrow or next week, I could go back because I still like paid those fees and went to my continuing ed classes. So I'm still up to date. So I only did that because it'll be easier for me when I go back to work to get a job. So I actually prefer the therapy in the schools more than the skilled nursing facility. The only reason I did that was because my husband was able to stay home with our kids on the weekend because I only worked on the weekend. I was working PRN, which means they just pay you per hour, so you're not like part-time or full-time or anything like that. And they really needed me because like nobody wants to work on the weekends. So I would work 5 or 6 hours on Saturday and 5 or 6 hours on Sunday. So it was really nice, but the therapy, I prefer like the kids therapy better. In the schools, you're working with kids who like stutter or like have speech disorders or language disorders or like social communication, kids with autism, Down syndrome. And in the geriatric facility, you're basically working with patients who've had a stroke, who have like aphasia or dementia. I just didn't like the geriatric population as much because it was kind of sad to work there. I did have like 3 patients like die while I was giving them therapy, not the same minute, but you know what I mean. So they did pass away when I was there, so that's kind of sad, and I just prefer working with kids better. So as a speech therapist, you can work in a lot of different settings. You can work in the hospital setting, in a school setting, early intervention, which is like you go to people's homes, and that my husband does not want me doing because he's like freaked out. He doesn't want me going to anyone's house. What else? You can work for yourself. I have a couple friends who actually work for themselves. So that's actually my goal, is to eventually like buy 1 or 2 rooms in an office building and then just give therapy there. So that's my goal. So we're going to play our games. So after we eat lunch, we usually just rest for an hour with no TV or anything while we let our stomachs digest, because then I'm going to work out. So we're going to play our game. Rams, you want to play with us?
No, 2.
You want to play with us? No? He doesn't like this game because he hates to lose. So spin it. Blue. Can I get the sneaky squirrel? Hey, Missy, I need the squirrel holder. Okay, what's this game?
The fairy game that I got for my birthday.
The fairy game that she got for her birthday.
I don't know who gave me it.
I think Sophia gave it to you, right?
No, oh yeah, Sophia did give me the fairy game.
Yep.
On the call.
So he does not like playing this game either because there is where is it?
Oh, I'll get it.
There is a piece that scares him because
Yes.
it's right there, because he takes all of the pieces away and he gets so upset. Okay, I got my gym clothes on, ready to work out, still drinking my water from this morning. And I usually drink my 4 cups throughout the day. I don't drink it all at once because I want it to last, because I drink another 4 cups of fruit smoothie later in the day, but I'm not gonna make it today since I am going out to dinner and I don't want to like fill up on like liquids because I actually want to eat my dinner later. So usually I drink 6 cups of actual water a day and then 4 cups of my smoothie or a green juice that I make, but I'm not making that one today at all. Okay, so I have, where is it? Beachbody On Demand. And you just buy the program for the year. It's not that much, it's like $100. So it's actually way cheaper than a gym membership. And then you go into the program and it's just an app that you download for your TV. And you pick whatever you want. So yeah. So you can go by trainer. And of course I love Shaun T. I always do his workouts. I own Insanity and 21 Day Fix. But I'm not doing him. I'm doing, what's this girl's name? Autumn. Because I'm doing 21 Day Fix right now. It's actually a really good workout. And I like that she uses weights. So we're going to be doing that. So you just pick it like that. And then you pick your workout and then you just start. So I'm just going to start my workout, and I usually just work out right here in my living room. You don't really need that much space, and then my kids are in the playroom. Alright, that workout was so intense, so we're going downstairs to our basement because that's where the workout room is. I got to quickly do like 15 minutes of cardio and then take a shower and make their dinner before I head out. So this is the other playroom. We never even really come down here. And oh, that's another Hobby Lobby idea. Actually, I'd be a spokesperson for Hobby Lobby. So I got these letters from there. I did not paint them, I just bought them. And it says family, and then I just put the pictures around there. So cute. And this was also from Hobby Lobby. And this thing that says Kid Cave. And look how cute this is, because his first birthday was the Very Hungry Caterpillar theme. So look how cute he was right there, little chubby cheeks. Can't see it. Do you remember your birthday, Rams? Okay, so in this room is the workout room. And we have just the treadmill, the elliptical, and my husband's weights. So I just use the cardio. So I usually do 15 minutes of running because I just feel like running is a really good workout. But if I'm lazy, I'll do this one. Okay, so I'm gonna try to run really quick for 15 minutes, and then I have to go shower and get ready because I am going out again tonight with my friends for the book club dinner. But my husband usually gets home from work around 5:30 or 6 o'clock. He's not going to be on here though because he did not want to be on it. He doesn't like any social media stuff or me putting him on anything, so he won't be in any of these videos. Okay, go ahead, let me see. He's obsessed with cars, and we got him this for his birthday. And a scooter too. That's enough?
Yeah.
That was our guest bedroom, but now it's just a storage because we took the bed out of there and put it in his room to sleep on. So we don't really have a lot of guests. And when they do come, they just sleep on one of the kids' beds because the kids' beds are king size. Go ahead. Whoa. Ramsey.
Time to get shot. Uh-oh. And now it's my turn. Okay. I'm gonna give you a shot. Stop now. Take a free 10 sippy. Let's eat.
Alright, so now we're all gonna go upstairs to my room so I can shower because I do not trust my son on the stairs. He's very clumsy and I cannot leave him by himself because I'm always nervous. If I do, he'll just like try to climb the stairs if I'm in the shower. So he and my daughter, they're just gonna both come and play in my room while I'm upstairs. What are you doing, Ramsey?
Cleaning.
Why are you cleaning?
I'm cleaning.
Why?
Too. I want to.
Because you want to? Okay guys, I'm back. I'm dressed, ready to go out, so I'm just gonna quickly make their dinner for them because my husband should be home soon. And this way it's just easier for him to like give them whatever I made and he doesn't have to worry about what he's gonna make them for dinner. So the sweet potatoes are already ready. And then I'm just gonna make the broccoli and they are gonna help me make their pizzas, right guys?
Yeah.
What are we making today, guys?
Pizza.
Alright, so pizza is something I always let them make because it's so easy for them to make. So we're using this crust. This is going to be for Daddy. And then they have the mini crusts. And then we're just going to let them do it all by themselves.
Step is you have to spread olive oil. First you have to spread your hands or your spoon. You do your hands, you have to wash your hands after. And after you're done, and choose the other one. And then making our own pizza. And then next you have to spread tomato sauce. And tomato goes around to the oil.
Okay, spread it good, Ramsey. Don't eat it. You can eat some later, but just spread it now.
Okay, we'll eat some. You spread on cheese.
Cheese, okay. So I'll put it for you guys, and you can just spread it around. Here, Rams. Okay, spread it around. Ramsey, do you want anything else on your pizza, or just like that?
Something else on my pizza.
Like what? Do
All
you want black olives?
Yeah.
Do you want turkey pepperoni?
Yeah.
All right, I know she likes turkey pepperoni. I guess he wants black olives. I'm not sure. So he did this. He already finished his. That's hers and Daddy's. I need to chop him up some bell peppers because he wants peppers on his. I like this broccoli for them because they're really small, so they end up eating more of them instead of making the big ones. So I like this brand. Right. A little coloring before we eat dinner. Well, before they eat dinner, and then I'm going to head out. So your pizza should be ready in 10 minutes, guys, okay?
Okay. Dot, dot.
Okay, so my husband's finally home, so I have some time to answer some DMs before I head out. So a few of you asked how I felt about my daughter being 5 and still in preschool because she missed the cutoff. And I actually don't mind now that she's the oldest in the class, but at first she was actually bored and she kept saying she already knew everything that they were teaching her, and I talked to her teacher about that, and her teacher just said that she does notice that, so she's trying to work with her more on like stuff she would need for kindergarten, like writing and like phonics and reading sight words. So I actually do a lot with her at home. I made her a binder, which I'll show you guys in a little bit, and I just do with her at home instead of just stuff at school. So school is more like social for her because unfortunately by state law she had to be 5 by September 1st, and she wasn't. She turned 5 a month later, so she missed the cutoff. My sister-in-law just asked, how do I have all the energy to do all this stuff I do in a day? Which honestly, guys, I really don't, but like I like my kids to be happy, and I know that like us going to play dates and going out and doing activities makes them happy, and so I can never sit still anyways, but still like I really do it for their happiness. But otherwise, I would rather just be sitting on the couch watching TV. And I'm not gonna lie, ever since they started school, they go 3 days a week for 5 hours each day. And I literally drop them off in the morning and come straight home, and I watch TV probably for like 3 or 4 hours straight, because that is like my mental break, because I'm so exhausted from doing stuff every single day. So some people are asking, was it hard for me to have kids close in age? And my answer is absolutely yes. In the beginning, it was so difficult because they were only 17 months apart. So my daughter was still in diapers. I was still, I was breastfeeding my son, diapers, feeding her. It was just a lot of work. But honestly, now I think things are a lot easier. Like this age right now, because he just turned 4 and she's 5.5. So I think this age finally, I feel like they're more independent. They can sit and play together by themselves. I can actually do stuff without them needing something from me every 2 seconds. So hang in there if you have kids who are close in age like that. And actually, me and my husband planned it for them to be close in age because I wanted to go back to work eventually, and I didn't want to have like one child and then they're like 4 and then have another child and then I have to wait another 5 years to go back to work, because I really want to go back to work. So we decided to have them close because they'll be back to school. So when my son's in kindergarten, my daughter will be in 1st grade. Okay, I'm going to answer probably like 2 or 3 more questions because I have to go, because I have to leave by 5:15 and it's 5:07. So anyway, somebody was asking why I deactivated Facebook, and the only reason I deactivated it was because it was just a huge distraction for me. Like I just was spending hours looking at it for no reason whatsoever, and I rather like be spending time with my kids or like doing stuff around the house. And honestly, like as soon as I deactivated it, it opened up so much time for me. So it was kind of weird. And also I would be on it at night, like looking on it for hours. It would take me forever to fall asleep. So now I literally don't even look at my phone at night. I just read my book for an hour or an hour and a half, and then I go straight to sleep. So now the only social media I have is my Snapchat, but it's very private. I only have 15 people on there, my family and my close friends, and my Instagram learning page. I'm almost wondering if I could just go like this because I feel like it's still nice outside from earlier, but maybe I should just bring my jacket, my socks. Okay, so here are the binders I made. So this is my daughter's, and basically she has stickers here. So every time we do some homework sheets, she puts a sticker on her front of her binder, and I categorized it. Yes, I'm a nerd. I did like concepts, math, letters, tracing, all that stuff. So this is hers. And then this is my son's, so he has the same thing, and oops, his stickers always fall out. So I got those stickers from the dollar store, and actually all these learning things I got almost from the dollar store. So he has, he does different things like this, concepts. We do speech because he needs to work on some of his S-blends, and luckily his mama is a speech therapist, right? I ended up putting on a lighter jacket because I don't want to be cold later when I get out. So 2 of the girls I'm meeting, their kids were sick with the flu. I'm going to try to like sit on the opposite sides of the table from them.
Not on my club.
Well,
is it good?
interesting.
So this is our book again. This is the cover of it, actually. I took my cover off. Okay, so here's mine. I got a veggie curry, rice, peanut sauce. Okay, just finished dinner, so I need to go run one errand and then go home to my kids. I don't know how, like, if any other stay-at-home moms feel this way, but for some reason, like, when I'm away from my kids, even though I'm with them 24/7, I always miss them for some reason. So I'm like, I cannot wait to get home. And I text my husband and I said, do not put them to sleep so I can see them. So I'm going in here really quick. I I need to pick up this journal that I wanted to start writing in. It's kind of like a 5-minute journal where you write about your day. And my friend said they do have it here, so I'm going to go check to see if they have it or not. Hey guys, so I'm back home and I'm going to quickly answer the last of the DMs because I'm going to sign off in about an hour. Okay, somebody asked why I became vegan. Was it for like diet reasons? But the truth is that I watched a couple documentaries on YouTube, and it was mainly about the cruelty of animals and the animal industry and how they slaughter animals. So I know there's halal way to kill an animal, but still, like, it just like, that was like the main reason I went vegan, and then obviously for health reasons later on. Okay, somebody was asking what kind of classes I took and were they hard. So undergrad, the first 2 years you just take your gen ed classes just like everybody else, and then the last 2 years you take specific to your major. So undergrad wasn't that hard, but grad school, they get more into the concentration of the field. So you have like one specific class about stuttering, one specific class about aphasia, one specific class to do with like feeding. So those classes were hard, but you know, I just like studied very hard and I graduated. So that's my school, U of I. Also in grad school, we had like 2 or 3 clients per semester, and we had internships and externships. So we had to go work in a school for a couple months. We had to do like a hospital placement for a couple months. So you get like that experience in all of that, in all those areas. Those were all called practicums. And then once you're done and you graduate, you start working. And for that first year you work, it's called your CFY year, where basically you have somebody to like shadow you to help you out, but you're actually still getting paid like a full-time, like an actual speech therapist. But you just have like someone like advising you basically because you're like a brand new therapist. So I think I'm done snapping for today, you guys. I'm sorry. I have never snapped this much in my life. So if you made it to the end, then congratulations, because it was a lot of snapping and my voice hurts and I'm exhausted. So I'm just going to go hang out with my kids. They're still awake. We usually, like, on the days they don't have school or the weekends, we let them stay up till like 10. So we're just going to go and watch just like a cartoon or something. And then we're going to all go to bed. So thanks for coming along with me on my day as a stay-at-home mom. And as you can tell, we don't just sit at home all the time. It's constant doing something. At least I do. But yeah, we're constantly doing something and we're always out and about. But I actually enjoy it, and I'm grateful that I was able to stay at home with my kids all this time. Somebody asked me if I can give some advice about how to get back into shape after having kids. So for me, I worked out my whole entire life, probably since I was like 17. And so I was already like in good shape going into being pregnant. And during my pregnancies, I actually was not allowed to work out because they were afraid I was going to miscarry. So I was not allowed to work out, which was like the hardest thing of my life because I've always worked out my whole life. So for those 9 months, I did not work out. But after having kids, I breastfed both my kids. So I breastfed my daughter till she was 13 months, and I breastfed my son till he was 15 months. So I think like breastfeeding helps a lot. Breastfeeding helps to like lose calories, and also I went back to working out after I was cleared by my doctor. But I think mainly like a lot of it has to do with your diet, because like it's always true what they say, like you can work out for like 20 hours a day, but if you don't have a good diet, then it's not going to really matter. So really it's like 80% diet and 20% like working out. So by diet, I don't mean like go on a diet, but I mean like what you're eating. So I don't eat like a lot of processed food. I mainly eat stuff like I make at home. I do go out to eat like probably once or twice a month, but eating out too is another bad thing I just don't like doing for me or my kids, because I noticed that like I was starting to get them like fast food because it was just quicker for our schedule, and I was just like, I felt so bad. I was like, no, we cannot eat out like that. So we only take them out to eat like once a month, like any fast food places. But I think diet is like very important, so whatever you're eating. And also like I don't drink any soda. I cut coffee out last month, so 1 month, yay. But I mean that's just like a daily struggle because I do miss drinking coffee, but honestly, it was just making me a lot more tired, and I feel like a lot better without it, and I get such better sleep. So I'm just giving that up for now. I'm going to see how it goes. If I can make it to Ramadan, I'll be good, and I won't have to like drink coffee, because I always give up coffee during Ramadan. Okay, somebody said if I want to have any more kids, and my answer to that is no. I am 36 years old now, and I just don't see myself starting over again, and I'm finally happy with the age they're at. They're a lot more independent, we could do a lot more. We're not like having to get up every 2 hours at night or change diapers. Like both kids are potty trained. So no, alhamdulillah, we are good right now. And I want to definitely go back to work soon. So like if I had another baby now, it would just like hold me for another 5 years. I couldn't go back to work. So. Okay, this is the best part of the night. Okay, they start acting really wild like right before bedtime. Nancy, did you miss me when I was at dinner?
Yeah,
How much?
3 times.
You missed me 3 times?
Yeah.
What are you doing?